Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, this cool I'm looking here, and pretty much what this is a brand new waterproof camera from the GoPro brand. This one right here is a Hero 11 Black Creator Edition, where it gives you guys a lot more stuff than just a camera. So it does give you guys a light option, a microphone option, and they give you guys a tripod option, which is pretty cool. But if you guys turn on the back, they do provide you guys some specs and features about the product. So they mention how it's 27 megapixel. It does provide you guys 5.3K video quality, or 4K, or 2.7. And depending which ones you use, you guys can get 60 frames per second, 120, or 240. And just like any other camera, it is waterproof up to 33 feet. And for this one in particular, it does give you guys a live streaming option if you guys want to use it as a live stream, which is pretty cool. It does give you guys 8x slow-mo. It has data overlays, webcam mode, and it does have a brand new processor on here, which is GP2. They mention how it does a super photo, HDR, or raw photo option. And it does have an enhanced battery life on here when you guys do use it compared to the previous version. They mention how it does have single hand or wireless control if you guys want to connect it using an app. And they mention how it does have enhanced audio capture when you guys do use it. So it should work a lot better compared to the previous version as well. And they also mention how it does have a new battery on here. So that way when you guys use in colder condition, it works a lot better. And because for this product, it does have a new processor built in, it works a lot better and it's much more smoother when you guys do use it. And the other thing that's improved on here is the fact that for the Hyper Smooth option, it works a lot better compared to the previous version as well. So that way when you guys are using it, it does have a better stabilization. You can see how it does mention right there. And supposedly for this product, they mentioned the low light performance on here is better than the previous version, which is really nice as well, especially when you guys are using in a darker setting. So that's a little bit about the product. What I'm doing right now is open up and show you guys what the inside looks like. So what I'm doing is peel the bottom and open up and take it out. Once you guys do take it out, you can see inside right here we do have a case, and it is a GoPro case. So that way it makes it a lot easier for you to carry around with all your different gears, which is pretty nice. If you guys do open up, here's what the inside looks like. So they do provide a lot of accessories on here, which is pretty cool. Let's take everything out. So they do provide guys a bunch of paper on here in terms of user manual and the warranty card, and they provide guys some stickers on here as well. And on the back of this sticker, it does provide guys a QR code for you to scan to download the app. And for the app, it allows you guys to control the actual GoPro when you guys do use it, which is pretty nice. Next up right here, we do have the actual light. And it does have a diffuser. If you guys do take it out, that is what the light looks like. And top part right here, we do a button for it to turn on. Bottom part right here is where you guys want to set it up. You can see right there. On the side right here, we do have the option for it to open up. So that way you can plug in cable to recharge it. You can see how they do have a waterproof cover on here as well. So that way you can use it underwater if you guys do want to. So that is the first accessory that's included. Next thing right here, we do have the battery. So like I mentioned, this is one of the new battery that works a lot better in colder setting when you guys do use it, which is pretty nice. And they do have the little tab where you pull it out really easy, just like any of the other battery. Next right here, we do have accessory for the microphone option if you guys need to use it. So here right here looks like this side, here is this side, right here is the microphone, here is this side, here's the bottom, and then here's our side. So the way how it works, you guys will open up, just like that, to actually slide it in. Once you guys slide it in right there, you guys can start using it, which I'll show you in a second. But I love how they have this part right here for you guys to use a hot shoe option to put on the light or any other accessory. Next up right here, we do have like the handle or tripod option that you can use. I believe for this tripod, you do have the option to use as a backup battery, which is really cool. So top part right here is where you can put in GoPro, and this where you can plug in cable to actually recharge it. And front part right here, we do have a few buttons for you to use. So we do have record button, Bluetooth button, charge option, and mode button. On the side right here, we do have the option for you to press to open it. So that way you can use different accessory on here if you guys do need to. Or you can also put on the side right here to record stuff if you guys do need to as well. But once you guys are done, you can close it up by pushing this button and pushing it down. Just like that. Very easy and very simple. Other side right here is where you can open up to plug in cable to recharge it, which is USB-C. Bottom part right here, we do have wrist strap option for the use. On the side right here, we do have the brand name GoPro. And on both sides right here, we do have the option for it to open up. So that way you can use that tripod option if you guys want to, which is pretty cool. But if you guys don't want to use it, close it back up. And that way you can hold it like this to do selfie videos or recording yourself or doing vlogs or whatever, which is pretty cool. And for the top part right here, we do have the indicator light to show you guys which one you're using, whether recording, camera, etc. And for bottom part right here, we do have the option for you to screw it onto like a tripod or something if you guys want to. And that's everything on here. Next thing right here, we do have the GoPro, but I want to show you guys that later. I want to take out this section to show you guys what's in the bottom. Once you guys do remove it, and you see there's a lot more stuff in the bottom. Let's take it all out. So they do provide you guys 2 of these USB to USB-C cables that you can use to recharge the product. Right here, we do have a few of these different mounts that you can use. If you see this actually looks like for each one of them. And right here, we do have 2 of the screw option that you can use to mount the product. Next right here, we do have another mounting accessory that you can use. So for this part, you guys want to put it on top like this. to clip it on. And this side right here, we do have this 3M tape for to stick it onto your helmet or something if you guys want to. And then for this side right here is where I can put on your GoPro. So just to show you guys how it works, just go like this, push it all the way. But make sure you guys take this part out first, and then push it in. Once you guys do lock it in, this is what it looks like. If you guys want to take it out, just push it out and slide it out really easily. Just like that. Same thing for other one here as well. It works the same way. Just open up and push it in or slide it out really easily. And the very last accessory that we do have inside is for the microphone cover or the windscreen option. So what I can do is go like this and just mount it on really easily, just like that. Very easy and very simple. And that is everything that's on the product. Now to show you guys the actual GoPro. So what I do is remove all the stickers, take out the back as well. Once you guys do remove it, here's what the product looks like. So we do have the lens right here, and then we do have the screen right here in the front, and we do have the brand name. Here we do have the speaker or the microphone. On the side right here, you can see how it does tell you guys it is the 11th version. And for that power button also works as mode button. Top part right here, we do have the record button. So once you guys press on it, it starts recording. And I'm assuming for top part right here, it's probably the microphone that's built in for you guys to do the recording audio if you guys don't use accessory. And then here we do have the bottom. So similar to all the other products, it is foldable, for it to open up and take it out really easy. Just like that, let me see. And once you are done, push back in. That way it saves a lot of space. And then for this side right here, you do have the option open up. Starting to put in battery and the SD card inside, just like any of the other previous version. So this slot is for the battery, and that one right there is for SD card. And here's where you can plug in cable to recharge it, which is USB-C. So once you guys are done, you can close back up. Just like that. Very easy and very simple. And then right here we do have the screen. So I'm seeing everything on here is very similar to the previous version. I actually have the GoPro Hero 9. Let me show you guys that really quick. So right here I do have the GoPro Hero 9. If you can see the side-by-side comparison, it literally looks exactly the same. So here is the front, here is the side, here is the back, here is the top, here is this side, and then here is the bottom. So they mentioned for the weight difference between both of these, the 11 is slightly lighter than the version 9, which is pretty cool. But literally everything on here is very similar, other than the quality I do get. For the GoPro Hero 9 version, the megapixel is only 20 megapixel, whereas this one 27. But in terms of the overall performance, when you guys compare both of them, the 11 definitely performs a lot better in terms of what you guys do get, because of how it does have the new processor, the better hyper-smooth technology, and much better video quality and photo quality when you guys use the camera and the lens. So what I'm going to do right now is to turn it on and show you guys what it looks like. So I'm putting the battery first, and lock it back in. And if you guys do turn it on for both of them, once you guys do turn it on, you can see this what it looks like. So I'll tell you guys to set it up. Let me set it up first. So it does tell me to connect it on the app. So I already have the app downloaded since I do have the previous version. Let me open up and connect it. So here's what the app looks like. So you see how I do have my GoPro Hero 9 on here. It tells me to update the firmware, so I should do that first before we do connect it. So now connecting camera. So I'm gonna let it finish updating firmware on here first. Alright, so I just finished doing the update, and you see this is what the app looks like. So in order for us to connect it onto the new GoPro, you have to click right here. And you see how I found my GoPro? So this is the Hero 11. So I do connect the camera. I'm gonna click pair. And now it's pairing it. So you do have the option to change the name if you guys want to, but we'll keep it as is for now. You guys can always change it later. And now it tells us to update the camera. So I want to do that for now. So that way everything is updated on the camera before we do use it. So as you guys join, click join. Let's click update. And it tells me to put an SD card and tell me the battery is low. So what I'm doing right now is plugging cable to show you guys how to charge it. So what I'm doing is open on the side. And if you guys do plug it in, once you guys do plug it in, you can see how it does show you guys that it's charging. So right now it's at 15%. And since I don't have an SD card, I'm gonna use the one that's in here for the Hero 9. So what I'm gonna do is take it out. Once I do take it out, here's what it looks like. So what I'm gonna do is insert it in. It only fits one way and push it in all the way. Once you guys got it in, now you can update it. So I do click on continue. Now it's transferring the file and updating it. So I'm gonna let it finish doing its own thing first. Alright, so I just finished the update. So click done. It gives you guys the option to connect it on the cloud if you guys want to, but I'll skip it for now. And now I'll tell you guys that it's ready. So let's go. So here's what the screen looks like once you guys finish setting up. So it's feel free to connect it on here and use it on here, or you can control it manually on the actual device. But you see how it does give you the live stream option, view media option, auto upload to the cloud, enable preview, record, photo, and etc. And you do have the option to change different settings on here for the camera or the video quality when you guys click right here in the bottom. If you see right there. And you do have the option to change the different lens. So right now we do have wide lens. If you guys change it, you We have hyper view or linear and horizon lock. So feel free to play around with this to see what you guys want to use. Whether if you guys want wide angle or no wide angle option, you can change that based on your own preference. And then for the speed, you can click right here. So whether if you guys want slow-mo or fast speed option, if you guys press right here, you do have the option to use highest quality, extended battery life, or longest battery life on here when you guys do use it. And here's a close-up view of what the app looks like. And for this product, when you guys do use it, there's two different modes. There's the easy mode or there's pro mode. And they tell you guys the difference on here when you guys do use it. So in a way, if you guys do think about it, pro mode is pretty much like manual mode on the camera when you guys do use it. But see how it does show you guys the battery percentage and how many hours recording left on here when you guys do use it, you can see. So now let's turn it on and show you guys what's on here. So the same thing as the previous version when you guys do use it, you do have the option to use the screen on this side, or you do have the option to use it on this side as well. And you do have the option to turn off the screen in the front if you guys don't want to use it. And by front, I mean this side, not this side. But the way how it works is very similar in terms of what you guys do get. You can swipe left and right to change different settings on here from video to camera and etc. Up and down to change the different settings on here if you guys want to as well. And if you guys do swipe up, that goes to your previous video that you guys recorded. So that's one of the videos I recorded in the past. If you see the video on here, it actually gives you guys a very wide angle view. If you guys do change it, you do have the option to make it wider if you guys want to, which is very nice. So feel free to play around with that if you guys want to. So that way you can use a wide angle or not wide angle if you guys want to. And like I mentioned for the pod, it does give you guys the option to zoom in and out, which is really nice. So let me actually turn it off and test it out to show you guys how fast the process speed on here when we do use it. Alright, so we got it off. Let me turn off this one as well. I'm going to press record on both of them to show you guys the difference on here in terms of reaction speed when you guys do use it, when you guys turn it on. So I do press it one time. If you guys see, the reaction speed for both of them is actually very similar. But when you guys do look at the quality for both of them, there is a difference. And also what you guys do get from the previous version versus the new version is slightly different as well. Let me show you what I mean. So even just by looking at just now, if you can see the video quality on here or the image quality is slightly different. The new one for the 11 Pro definitely looks a lot better even when you guys look in this setting. Obviously when you guys use an outdoor setting, it'll look a lot better. But when you guys do tap right here and compare it to this one, you don't get as much stuff. So right now I'm using the wide angle view and compared to this one, you can see the difference on here when you guys do use it. This one's so up close, where for this one's wider away. So that gives you guys a better wide angle lens on here for the new one, which is pretty nice. If you guys do zoom out, that's how far I can go for that one compared to this one when you guys use it. It goes so much further away. So there is a huge difference when you guys do use it. If you guys use the bottom one, and this one as well, that's what it looks like for both of them, if you can see. So what I'm doing right now is test out both of them in outdoor setting to show you guys what it looks like. So what I'm doing right now is to test it in a different environment and also put it in water to show you guys what it looks like. And then we'll come back and talk more about it in a second. Alright, so right here we have both of the camera all set up. So what I'm doing right now is get a few footage of the surrounding and also inside the pool to show you guys what it looks like. And here we do have the pool. So everything that I see from this point on is off on the GoPro. Alright, so here's what the lens looks like when you guys do use for both of them. So you can see how the GoPro 11 definitely has a wider angle view when you guys do look at it. What we'll do right now is walk back and forth. So that is what it actually looks like for both of them. So the GoPro 11 definitely has a wider angle view just by a little bit. But what I'm doing now is put it into the pool and show you guys what it looks like underwater. That is what what the image quality looks like for both of them when you guys do use it. You can see both of them are actually pretty good. Like I mentioned, for the GoPro 11, it definitely give you guys a wider angle view when you guys do use it. And the cool thing about these cameras is the fact that you do have the option to record it in different ways. You do have the option to record it this way, or if you guys want to turn it the other way, you also have the option to record it this way as well. It definitely give you guys a very good stabilization when you guys do use the hyper smooth option with the new one. Like even when I do move it around, right now I'm checking both my hands. You guys see how the GoPro 11, there's nothing that happens on it. Compared to GoPro Hero 9, it's a little bit tricky. Just to show you the difference that's on here for the GoPro 11, here is the closest view option. Let me show you the next one. Here is the next one, which is wide. So you can see how I give you guys a wider angle view for this one. Now I'm showing the next one. Now we have super view. So super view give you guys an even wider angle view when you guys do use it, you can see. I did not move the camera at all, it's still at the same position. Now I'll try the last one. So now we drop the last one with hyper view. You can see the coverage on here when you guys do use it. It's literally like a super wide angle view when you guys do use it. So that will give you guys a lot more coverage when you guys do use the product, which is pretty cool. Alright, welcome back guys. So nice quick test apart and definitely see that both of them are actually pretty good. But when you guys compare the new one, it actually works a lot better. In terms of the hyper smooth technology, that's much better. The processing speed and also the image or video quality, it looks so much better as well. So if you guys are wondering whether or not you should upgrade from the 9 or anything below that, you definitely should if you guys want to get everything in terms of better improvement for the video quality, the photo quality, and etc. But now I'm going to show you guys how to use different accessories on here. So let's say if you guys want to use this one, what you're going to do is take this part out, open it up, and pull it out. And what you're going to do is put this in. So just like this. Once you guys got it in, you guys want to close it up and lock it in. Once you guys do lock it in, this is what the product looks like. So here is this side, and then here is our side. Before I actually test it out to show you guys the difference on here when you guys do use it, let me put on the light accessory. So for the light accessory, you do have two different ways where I put it. One right here or one right here. I'll put it here for now. So all you do is slide it in. And once you guys do slide it in, you guys can turn it on. So I'm press and hold this button. You can see how it does turn on. If you guys press on again, there's a brighter mode. Press on again. There's a flashing option. Press on again. That's another mode. Press on again. It goes back to white. So there's three different modes on here. Low, high, or SOS. If you guys press and hold it, it turns off. And like I mentioned on the side, is where it's unplugging cable to recharge it. So very easy and very simple for us to use it. If you guys do take out the diffuser, if you guys press on it one time, that is what it looks like without the diffuser. If you guys press on it again, it's much brighter, you can see. So I do use it myself, it's actually very bright. It might hurt your eye when you guys do use it. So you do want to put on the diffuser. So that way it won't hurt your eyes when you guys are looking at it. So once you guys got that set up, the last thing for you guys to do is set a tripod option at the bottom or the handle option. So once you guys got it all set up, here's what it looks like. And the back part right here is where you're unplugging cable to recharge it. If you guys do the case, and in order for you to start charging it, you guys want to press on this button. So I do press on one time. You can see how it starts charging on there. So that way not only does it work as a tripod or handle option, but also works as a portable charger option to actually keep your product charged, which is pretty cool. So once you guys got it all set up, here's what the product looks like. So now you guys are ready to go on your venture to do selfies, vlogging, or whatever. If you guys want to open up the lakes, you guys can set the lake somewhere and just start vlogging yourself if you guys do want to, which is pretty cool. And also the cool thing about this part right here is the fact that you do have the option to turn it left and right to change it to different angles if you guys want to, which is really nice. So what I'm going to do right now is to turn it on and test it out to show you guys what it actually looks like when you guys do use everything on here in terms of built-in microphone, the light, and etc. So we turn on the light. Let's turn on max. I'm going to change this to recording video. I'm going to turn this way and tilt it this way. And what I'm going to do is press the record button on here. So once I do press and record, so once you guys press and record, you guys can start recording. But before I do that, you guys need to connect it. So I do turn it on. So what you're going to do is connect it onto the actual device. But you can see right now the battery is low. So I do have the cable plugged in to actually recharge it. So I'm going to let it charge up first before I actually test it out. Alright, so we got it charged halfway, you can see right here. So that should be good for now. What I want to do is unplug it. And I want to unplug right here as well. So that we can connect this onto the actual remote. So the way how you connect onto the remote, you guys can go like this. Go this way. Click right here. You guys want to click on wireless connection. Go to connect device. and click on the last one. And it tells you guys what to do when you guys connect it. So what you're gonna do is press and hold this button with Bluetooth button on the side. And now we got connected. So let's do press the record button right here on the side. Now it's recording. If you guys can see, it actually does work. And once you guys are done recording, you can press it again and stop recording. So very easy and very simple for you to use it, if you can see. And literally all it is a wireless connection connecting onto the actual product. You don't have to plug in cable to actually use it, which is pretty cool. So what I'm doing right now is actually use it with and without the light to show you guys what it actually looks like and what it sounds like when you guys do use it with and without the microphone. So what I'm doing right now is using it without the light to show you the difference. Alright, so what you guys are listening to right now and what you guys do see is what it actually looks like without the actual light. Let me turn the light and show you guys what it actually looks like. So this is on low. And this is on high. So you can see the difference on here when you guys do use it. If you guys press and hold it, it turns off. Now I'm going to turn it off and show you guys what it actually looks like without the actual accessory that we do have for the microphone. So what I'm doing is move it and take this part out. And obviously when you guys do take it out, you won't have the option to use the light anymore on top. Just to let you guys know. So I'm going to put this back on. And let's put this on. So once you guys set it up without it, here's what the pot looks like. So let's do try again. Alright, so this is what the pot looks like and sounds like when you guys do use it. You guys can hear the difference on here and you guys can see the difference on here when you guys do use it. So obviously when you guys use it with light, it looks a little bit better. But in terms of audio, when you guys use the microphone, it probably sounds better than what you guys get on here. So this is a quick comparison to show you the difference. So you can see when we do test out both of them, it definitely does work. But obviously when you guys use the accessory, it'll make it look a lot better and performs a lot better with the lighting option and the microphone, which is really nice. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not worth or not. So when you guys do purchase this product, you do have the option to just buy the camera itself, or you can also buy this creator kit where it gives you guys everything that I show you guys right here, and also in the case as well. If you guys want my honest opinion of whether or not it's actually worth it to get the creator kit, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it if you guys are planning to do a lot of like vlogging or a lot of like recording at nighttime, where it does require you guys to use light. But if you guys are planning to do mainly like underwater like coverage videos, or if you guys are just recording videos without audio, then you don't really need these options right here. For me personally, I do have to say that it's actually really worth it for my case. Because for me, I do plan on using it for underwater like videos, probably vlogging in the future as well, especially when I do travel. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't want these, that way don't buy one and save your money on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys, so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.